Once upon a time, there was an old woman who shared her hut with a snake and a bird. Every time the bird laid an egg, the snake would swallow it. Unable to take it anymore, the bird went to the old woman and said, "A misfortune never comes alone, and only peace preserves good neighborliness. I would like you to go and tell the snake to stop swallowing my eggs." The old woman replied, "What does a person have to do with a quarrel between a snake and a bird? That is none of my concern. Go find someone else." The bird went to see the mouse. It raised its whiskers and stood up. Then the bird spoke to it. "I want you to go see the old woman and tell the snake to stop swallowing my eggs. Every time I lay an egg, it swallows it. You know I always live hidden in the old woman's hut. If she sees me, I immediately die. How then could I go to her and tell her to speak to the snake? Go find someone else. That is none of my concern." "Oh well, okay. Misfortune never comes alone," replied the bird. The bird consulted the spider. "Please, go tell the old woman to warn the snake to spare my eggs. Every time I lay an egg, it swallows it. Every web I make at night in the hut, the old woman undoes when she wakes up. I cannot tell her anything on your behalf. Go find someone else." The bird went to the dog and said, "Dog, we are all in the hut. I want you to tell the old woman to warn the snake to stop swallowing my eggs, because a misfortune never comes alone. I keep watch over the old woman's house all night, but when her meal is ready, I only have the leftovers left by the children to gnaw on. This is none of my concern. Go find someone else." The bird went to the donkey. He said, "Donkey, I want to send you to tell the old woman to tell the snake to leave my eggs alone, because you know that misfortune never comes alone. Peace preserves good neighborliness. You know the old woman burdens me with loads, and she stands behind me and hits me with her stick. And what does a donkey have to do with a quarrel between a bird and a snake? Go find someone else. I won't tell her anything because she doesn't like me. She is my enemy." The bird went to the rooster, and the rooster said, "For me, it is my singing that wakes up the old woman, but when she receives a stranger, she orders me to be caught and slaughtered. She is my enemy. I cannot go see her to settle a dispute between a snake and a bird. This is none of my concern. Go find someone else." The bird exclaimed, "Fine. Misfortune never comes alone, and only peace preserves good neighborliness. I have told you all to forbid the snake from swallowing my eggs, and you say it is none of your concern. I will go see the sheep." The bird addressed the sheep. "I want you to go see the old woman so that she can speak to the snake. Every time I lay an egg, it swallows it, and you know that a misfortune never comes alone. The old woman feeds me until I am fat, raises me in her courtyard until I grow up, and yet when Tabaski arrives, she orders me to be caught and slaughtered. A quarrel between a person, a bird, and a snake is none of my concern. Go find someone else." The bird went to fetch a match. When he returned, he said, "Now I've spoken.